Hi guys, welcome to TV. Welcome to my channel. I hope you had a great day and I hope you're looking forward to having a good time too for the rest of the day. Now, I want to talk to you some more. I keep getting and I keep reading and I keep researching. What about the deportation? I've come to see where there's another 500,000, guys, not even 5,000 or 50. 500,000 Haitians are down to be deported within the next 6 months. Can you imagine? 500, not 500, but 500,000 to be deported within the next 6 months. Wow, that's a lot, right? Okay, these Haitians are from Haiti, right? And they are from Haiti and Venezuela. So they are Haitians and Venezuelan. That's what is being put out for now. And the government, Mr. Trump, has cancelled their TPS, so their temporary protective status. So that thing for them, most of them should have expired in February next year. But the government is not waiting. They are getting together to get them become removing that status so that they will not become undocumented. And once it is removed, they are going to be up for deportation. Can you imagine? Oh my Lord. No, um, the President is very serious in his deliveries all of what he is doing. So it's like these persons now, I would imagine they are worried and they have to be making plans now with the status that they are now in for the next 6 months on what they are going to do in terms of getting their whatever it is ready to go back to their country. Because at the end of the time, which is somewhere in August, they are going to be taken forcefully. Can you imagine? Because maybe they were just starting to enjoy the benefit of the status that they receive, but it's not going to be anymore. So for the next 6 months, they are going to be worrying and they will have to try and make decisions that are beneficial to them and their families, right? And I also see where since the immigration has changed, right? Since the president has been in power now, the immigration system has changed, and they have to go according to what he requests, what he wants. And if persons are not adhering, they are going to be put out of their position in order to make sure that the deadline for what he wants to meet is met. Right now, there were some 12 judges that were taken out of their positions, and because apparently they were in training, and apparently they are taking too long or something. So he has removed them. So there won't be any deportation hearing. It's just that they take you up, and then you are put into the era where you're going to be deported. It's like you're being arrested and put into an holding area for you to be put on the flight. And they are using the military aircraft to move persons to the different locations where they're taking them, right? But I'm seeing also where there's a little lull in the movement of these persons because they do not have enough space. That's what I've been reading. They do not have enough space to accommodate the persons. So as soon as they take them in, they end up have to release them back out into the public. Now, after releasing them in the public, I don't know what measures they have in place for them to go back and get those persons. But they'd have had certain information about them. I don't know those persons are going to be waiting at a particular place, but when they're ready to go there and pick them up, or those persons are going to be scattered over the place on their own, right? And also, it is also noticeable, right, that these persons who were beneficiary of the welfare and the food stamps from Mr. Biden's time, they are no longer going to be eligible. It's a different system being done now. These persons were on the conditional conditional green card visa, which only lasts for 2 years. So if persons were going up and down, traveling in and around and all over the place, they have to take special precaution because they may go and cannot return, right? And also, the these Haitians, they came, some of them came as refugees from Haiti because they had a government that was overthrown, and they had they had earthquake conditions there, and they had some disasters. So some of them flee to this big country where they can get some assistance, and they were accepted. That's why some of them got this conditional green card. But Mr. Biden is not in power, and this new president doesn't have to carry through, and he's choosing not to carry through with it, right? And there are persons who are also doing the marriage base. This marriage based green card, it may not work for persons, for everybody, right? It's best if persons wait until their due time that their green card allows them. They are not 2 year status conditional. If they should marry a citizen, they by law they say should wait for 3 years, and they are not in the position because theirs is 2 years. So it should have been best if they had waited. If they wait for the 2 years, and when they reapply again to have their status improve, because having given the 2 year status, they would move up to the 10 year, where they'll be eligible to get some other benefits that a normal 10 year person. But some persons run ahead and not informing the authorities about their status, and therefore it's causing a lot of problem. And these persons, some of them, their status is not up to the level that the government wants, right? Because they have now become undocumented. They were not reading the fine prints. They were not following the guidelines. And some people, you cannot tell them anything or explain anything to them because they know everything, right? And guys, if you are not sure about anything, go to your immigration lawyer. I'm sharing what I saw and what I understand, but you need to go to an immigration lawyer and ask questions so you can be better able to understand. Until you go into the information and divulge and get an understanding and choose to share so that we all can understand, right? You have some persons who try to voluntarily deport themselves, because it is said that if you voluntarily deport yourself, you are able to stand another chance of re-entering the country the legal way. That means you can go to the embassy, or somebody comes from here in the Americas, go to your country, marry you, and put in the papers for you, right? But if you allow the government to deport you, you won't get another chance to enter the country. That's what it's basically saying, right? All right. So they are different. They are going to be going after children. They are going to the schools and the churches too, because there are children that they say has come into the country without any form of documentation. Their parents took them by way of crossing the border. So these children, they don't have any documents for them, so they'll be just going up into the system, cannot be recorded. So they are going to school, and some of them are in churches. So they are going to go there, get their information, and send them back to their country, to their parents. I don't know when this is going to be done, but that's what is in the pipeline for them. So guys, we have to pay attention, right? Pay attention to what we are reading and what we are trying to understand, because what the reality is there. The government said they have so many millions, 11 million to be deported, and whether they are not, they are going to change the tone and get a little less. We don't know, so we have to work and do what we know we have to do, share information, and you guys go to the different immigration authorities and follow the information that you get. Don't be a bully to say you're not, because when the time comes, you're going to be put out, right? And no one wants to be put out. No one wants that, right? So share information, try to understand, go to your immigration lawyer, and do what you know you have to do. If voluntary deportation is best, you and your spouse, your expected spouse, come to an agreement. Maybe some of these guys may tell you to go voluntarily, and they'll come down and marry you. And when the time comes, so you leave the country, you never hear from them again, that they give you a promise, which they don't have to keep. It's a risk, but It's the best way, right? So, guys, continue to watch Auntie D TV and like the video and share among your friends and others. And until we meet again in my next video, bye. Bye bye. See you later.